Well, now we're at it. We got a few things going on today, but we're going to start on the golf cart. I want to get, you notice how far in the rear tires are compared to the fronts. So I guesstimated, I said, yeah, that looks to be about 1.5 inches. And if it's not 1.5 inches, well, it is now. So we're going to stick some wheel spacers on there. We're going to scoot this out. I mean, the fender fillers stick way out. You know, so I kind of guesstimated here to there be 1.5 inches. If it sticks out, you know, the front tires stick out. So I kind of want to scoot these out. It's a little wobbly with the new suspension on. Well, not just that, and it goes 30 miles an hour. So at the higher rate of speed, of course, you know, it's the stability's not there. So I want to try to widen the rear end to get a little more stability in the rear. And then I have not yet aligned the front end. I've seen somebody do the old string trick, and we're going to try this string trick. And from what I'm understanding, though, on when you lift one of these, you need to have a 1/16 of an inch toe in. I believe it's toe in. I don't know. I'll have to research again to make sure it's toe in or toe out. I'm not positive, but I believe it's toe in. And I'll bring them in, you know, at 30 seconds on this side, a 30-second on that side, and it'll be a 1/16 in the middle. So how we're going to do that, I don't know. We'll just have to eyeball it, pretty much. Steering wheel, she's not, I mean, there's a little play in it, but it's not absolutely straight. I did put a new steering gearbox on it right back there. Well, it's a pinion, rack pinion. So we know it's not that, why it's squirrely. So yeah, I'm gonna get this jacked up, and we're gonna start with changing these tires, and then we're gonna throw some string around this thing, and we're gonna try to line these tires. And I guess maybe with the tire sunk in, it won't work right anyways. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna see what we come up with. Well, three-quarter socket, or 19 millimeter. In this case, I'm using a 3/4. These tires call for like 22 psi in them. I only put 7 because it rode really rough with 22. And I got these on there, so I took them off. But these are simple to do. They just take the tire off, take the lug studs off, and we'll put them on just like that. Then we'll use the studs that we took off. We'll put the lug nuts on that we took off these studs. We'll stick them on there. I'd like to get the top of this thing painted too, get it actually all the way together. Broke the little switch off on here, so I gotta use a screwdriver and flip it around all the time. Yeah. Until that's, you gotta make sure you tighten these up all at the same time, because they're not hub centric, which means it lines up on the hub. It actually squares up by using the lug nuts. So you want to kind of make sure you're square with the lug nuts. Alright. show you what this other one, what I'm talking about. Hub centric means it lines up with this hub right here, that there'd be a flange that it would, see how that's tapered, it would center it up that way. Well, these ain't like that. So lug nuts have a cone on them, and I've seen cars, regular automobiles, with these lug nuts on backwards. See that angle, it's supposed to be facing the car when you put them on. And if you look down in here, them are beveled too. So that bevel goes in there and it squares up your spacers. In this case, spacers. So you just want to be mindful of that. Make sure when you get your wheel on there, make sure these are square in them holes, because you can be offset and your tire will be wobbly. I've done it. So you want to ask me how I know? That's how I know. Yeah, I like how far it's sticking out. So it's that easy to put installed wheel spacers. Let's check out our result. Yeah, I could have probably went with 2 inches. I may end up ordering 2 inches later on down the road. I need these 1.5 inches for the riding lawnmower out there anyway, so we may end up doing 2 inches. But it sure did move it out quite a ways. Not what I was hoping for, so we're going to do 2 inches on these one day. You notice this here, I don't like it, but there's really nothing I can do about it. I could space this out a little bit, but it's not really, I don't have much. If I do that, then you'll be able to see the top of it through here, but that may be something I do down the road. So I'm going to get the other side on off camera, and then we will, I don't know, possibly try to do this front end alignment. As you can tell, my cart sits kind of cockeyed like that, and that's that torque twist. Call that stuff torque twist. Oh wait, you know what? It's on the jack, but it also has a torque twist in it. It does set a little bit crooked, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one on there, and we'll get on to trying to line this front end. So how many of you all know what a tram gauge is? Back in the day, old school, wheel alignments. It was a rod which kind of spring loaded, and it has measurements on it. So I'm going to try to do kind of a tram gauge thing here type deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick me a spot on the tires, and I'm going to try to make it there to there, and then I'm going to click my tape measure, lock it so it's locked. We're at 30. Well, it's been a long time, but we're almost at 3/4, 30 3/4 of an inch. We're gonna go on the inside, find us a spot about the same area, and we're gonna do the same thing. Took us a spot right there at the X. Look how far I am. Is that right? Am I right? Does that look right to you guys? My inches out? Get about there. Look at that. I'm inches out. More like 2 inches out. So what we'll do is we'll measure this. Since this is the big side. Then we'll lock it right there. We're dead at 32. So let me do some math and we'll see how much we got to take out. So if we're at 32, we need to subtract and divide by 2. Subtract the 30 3/4 from 32, which would be what, 1 1/4 inch? 1 1/4 inch, divide that by 2, and half, and then another 3/4. So we're 3/4 out. So I'm gonna go set it for 31 1/4 maybe, and that's what we're gonna try to shoot for, I think. Don't listen to my math because it's been years since I've been in school. So let's see. So which tire do we want to take out? So I got them straight enough. Let's see. My steering arm goes. Oh, so yeah, I need to take both out. So I need to bring the fronts in. So I need to bring the fronts in, and that will take the. So I need to do like a turn on each one, like, you know, little turn at each time, and then we should, as we go, and see how much we're past. We'll go turn on each side until we get it to be straight. Let me grab a tool. Alright, so basically to adjust these out, you want to loosen this nut, and then you're gonna want to turn it. It's a 12 millimeter, and you're gonna want to turn it, and feel which way the tire is going at the same time, kind of, because I don't know which way is which way it's supposed to turn. Nope. So do I need to? I need to take it out. So maybe you guys can watch the edge of the tire and this at the same time. She's taking it out. Okay. I've got I already did the other side. So we're gonna see where our tape measure sits at. I think it's worse than what it was. Let me so since you know how that goes, let me crank on her a little bit. Can't tell if I'm going the right way or not yet. No, I'm not. Or am I? I don't know. Let me I don't know if you guys, how much of this you guys can see, but yeah, she's turning in. Alright, so we're gonna do a couple more turns on this side, if I remember right. I don't know if it's going in or out. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yep, I'm going the wrong way. I want to try to keep that steering wheel straight, but let's run this tape measure and see what we got going on. She's really close. you want to be back in the same spot that's measuring when you start. Try to make them parallel, you know, with the center line of your spindle there. Going in. Come on. I think that's about as much as I can do. Am I going in? I'm pretty close right there. I'm gonna check the back. Huh. Now I'm real far away. So, still far away. Let me crank on this side a little bit more. Let's see. I think I'm turning this one in. I'm not positive. Sucks because I can't remember which way I need to go. I don't know why they can't be. They got to turn the same way. Somewhat straight. Yeah. They look a little bit better. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, I'm having some difficulties here, guys. I'm there we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to readjust our tape measure because my math's off. Get right about there. Right about there. My spindles. I'm at 31 and a quarter or an eighth, whatever them are. I'm a quarter mark. Nope, them are eighths. That's an eighth mark. Not bad. So we're still way out of whack here. Let's go ahead and reset our gauge. We're still at 32. I'm a little under 32. So whatever I'm doing it wrong. Need to sink this one in real good. Alright. Let's see how far we got in. We're in quite a ways now. We'll come on. Trying to get her just perfect, and it's hard. Come on. She felt somewhere. So I'm closing up the gap a little bit. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to still needs to come this way now a little bit. That way's the end. So we'll take it out just a little bit. See, I can kind of tell that this one's the one out of whack because my threads on here is a lot different than the other. It's actually pulled more centered on the threads than anything. Oh yeah, she's feeling. Go ahead and get it pushed out. Here. Not on the letter. So we're at about 31 and a half. Now, I want to show you guys that it's pretty straight right there. Just over. So which side is in or which the front's in? I think I might have it, because if you look here, tape's pretty straight. The measurements right just a little over 31 and a half. And then over here in the front, I'm a little under, and that will give me my toe in. Actually, you know what? I was hitting the tread a little bit, so we're really close. So I'm gonna go out just a turn. Which way is the out? That's in. And we're gonna call that with our 1/4 inch turn, or our 16 inch toe in. Now, granted, I'm saying 31 and a half inches. You know, like say this says 7, but I also got to account for that, which I'm not. I'm just going on. All I'm saying is 7. So it's not like it's the right measurement, but it's a measurement. So, but this is where I'm gonna leave it. It's right around 30, just a little over 31 and a half in the back, and almost 31 and a half in the front. So that gives me my toe in. I mean, we're talking toe in like that much. That part was boring, I know. It wasn't well explained, but not after, you know, because, you know, everybody's got their own way, but of doing it. Let's see, is that a 3/4? Let's see if that's the right nut size. Is 3/4. Nope, it's under. It's like an 18 or 17. What size is that? That's a 17. So now I'm gonna lock down my nut here. I'm gonna do the same over here. Use a little lock down here. Well, let's go for a quick little spin and see what she does. I'll turn you guys back on when I need to put the seatbelt on. We gotta have seatbelts on in this town. So I'm not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna do that here in a bit. I'll probably just bolt it. Probably self-tapper it right into there with a big self-tapper. I'll go to the hardware store and get a couple self-tappers. Alright, test ride time. Hopefully, hopefully it's, definitely wants to. Definitely wants to hub on this driver's side. Put a little bit of tire is rubbing. I'm going to have to cut that off. Alright, we're back. It works. Alright, we're back from the test drive. It actually drove a lot more stable. Got a problem with this thing is leaning, and you can tell it's rubbing right there. I'll move the tire out, so now she wants to rub more, and it's more because the way the cart's leaning, because of the torque twist, I guess you'd want to call it. So I don't really know what I want to do. Should I cut them? You can cut them off right here and kind of maybe give it a little cut right down through here. Put a piece of tape there and just cut her off. This side here ain't bad, but for now, this episode of this golf cart's done on this part of the video. We're gonna move around to another part. We're gonna check out this trailer. I bought a trailer to haul the golf cart on. A little janky old junk thing. I want to pull tires off. Well, I don't have to really pull the tire off, but check this out. I pulled this thing like that. The rim's all rotted away. It's got an inner tube in it. I pulled it. It was about 20-minute drive from where I got bought it at. This tire was flat. Look at all the weather cracking. It's still holding air. It's inner tubed. I put some Fix-A-Flat in it, and she's still holding though. So what I want to do is I want to pull them off there, and I want to get small tires. You know, do the smaller tires. That way I can try to lower the tires down a little bit, so it won't be such a big hump here. I want to try to use, you know, like golf cart tire and rim on them, basically. But I want to get, you know, heavier duty actual trailer tire, not golf cart tire, more like a 6 or 8 ply. So we're gonna pull this, jack this up, pull this thing. We're gonna measure the axle so I can see if I can get axle hubs that will fit that. So they're 4-bolt, and we're gonna go from there. If not, I've got to find rims to fit that, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find rims to fit that. It kind of sucks, but it's just what happens when you buy an older thing. So we're gonna see if we can't pull this axle off, see if we can't find out what hub we need. We'll measure the shaft. Hopefully it's a 1-inch shaft. So let me get the jack out here.